Welcome to France.
A chateau covered in mold, a dead hot water heater, no refrigerator, no open shopping,
No internet.
first day blog recap. That was the longest day of the kitten's lives.
They did so well.
Yes, they were
I'm
amazing.
so proud of you,
Amazing. Harna, did you take your first airplane ride?
Did you take your first, second, and third airplane
first,
rides?
second, and third airplane rides?
Did you handle 2 out of the 3 of them like an absolute champion?
Yes. There's Queenie coming out, peeking around. Oh, good girl, Queenie, so brave.
Queenie, did you also take your first airplane rides and handle all 3 of them like a champion?
Yes.
Watch that tail, watch the tail. Okay, good boy.
Want some dirty salad, huh, Harlan? He's looking for cheese. Captain Pizza. First day blog recap. We flew with babies from Florida to Atlanta to Paris to Brest. Then went to a rental car with 4 very oversized suitcases that were checked, 2 extremely heavy carry-ons, 2 kittens,
50-pound backpack.
a dirty salad, a contraband salad.
Contraband salad.
And we got in the rental car. We drove the final 90 minutes from the Brest airport. We get to the chateau. We walk in, and there's so much, so much to share.
A month ago, our neighbor Dominique, he's been coming every 2 weeks to check on the place. But the last update we got said that there was some dampness by the stairs.
Right. He said there was a little spot of dampness by the stairs, so we're prepared to deal with that. And he also said that there was a small...
He said a stain. There was a stain from the base of one of the chimneys.
in your office.
My office, yes.
So we walk in, and the stairs are right by the entrance. So we look, and we see a damp patch, and there is some mold. It's about the size of a dinner plate. We think, okay, that is unfortunate, but it's manageable. He said that the power went out on the 2nd floor, so the fans haven't been running.
Ventilation was
poor for the last couple of weeks. Okay. And then we popped up to your office to check, and that slight stain was an entire colony of black mold.
Yes, the plague had been festering in my office.
Yes, the black plague was festering on the ceiling and the wall of your office for the last 3 to 4 weeks.
We're going to close that up.
Close that up. We're all going to have the black lung. And then we thought, okay, we have to do a walk around. Fortunately, those 2 spots were absolutely not the only mold. The entire chateau is covered
in mold.
Covered in mold. The walls, everywhere. Except for our bedroom, bathroom, and sitting room. So somehow this got enough sun, it stayed dry. So we have a safe spot to sleep tonight with the kittens, and no one will get sick. Tomorrow, we have some work to do.
Except we don't, because tomorrow is a public holiday.
That's right. That's right.
Nothing is open except for the essentials. Emergency services and the boulangerie.
I mean, I feel like this is an emergency situation.
It feels like it is.
Yes. Okay. But as we're recapping everything, but after that, yeah, things really started rolling because, yes, the chateau was covered in mold, but at least we could take an ice cold shower because we've just found out that the water heater completely dead.
No power. Not even a little sign of life.
So the chateau is covered in mold. Everything's closed tomorrow because it's a public holiday, so no one can come look at anything. The water heater is completely dead.
No water.
And all we have to eat are the last two pizzas from a vending machine on the side of the road because they apparently stopped stocking it in the 9 months since we came here last.
Captain Pizza is on his last leg. I don't think he had much to stand on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's where we're at.
Welcome to France.
A chateau covered in mold, a dead hot water heater, no refrigerator, no open shopping,
no internet.
No internet. Right, because the internet that we paid to get connected while we were gone didn't finish the job. So we don't have internet. We have an appointment for not tomorrow, but Saturday. So hopefully they get it hooked up over the weekend and we'll be good to go on that. And then we can actually do some research and get an electrician out. And the reason we're eating by candlelight, just in case anyone was curious.
Of course.
It's, yes, the vibes are immaculate, as is the mold. We do not have a working overhead light in our bedroom, which is the only safe room. So we can't go anywhere else to eat because we are surrounded.
Yeah, every other light seems to be just fine.
Totally fine.
But our room, the only safe room, has no light.
So it's an either or situation. They come as a package. No mold, no lighting. Lighting, big mold. The hot water heater situation, that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Even the moldy rooms.
Yeah.
No hot water. And I'm not gonna let the salad go to waste. Because
I've never been one to do that.
I don't believe in food waste. Across 2 countries, 3 airports, multiple custom stops.
See,
And it has a little dirt in it.
it's got
It has a little dirt in it.
Yeah.
From the root
A
ball.
little taste of home.
Little soil. Want some?
Sure.
Only greens that we'll have access to for at least 48 hours.
I'm not scared. If I wasn't scared by anything else today, I'm not gonna let a little dirt stop me.
Fair.
I was a little scared.
I was scared in your office. And that wall was
horrific.
breathing. It was like something out of an old black and white horror film.
That does not look good.
It's like the Thing. Like laying eggs in your office.
The fuzzy stuff,
Yeah.
you can handle the fuzzy stuff.
Right. The stairs, the size of a dinner plate, gray, fuzzy, no big deal. The thing living in your office, I'm not going back in there without a professional.
It's no longer my office.
No.
Oh.
Harlem.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy. Good job, Harlem.
So yeah, pretty banner first day.
Yeah.
I wonder what our first full day will bring.
I don't know. You can't buy anything. We have soap and sponges
Yeah.
and cold water.
But at least we took a sweet nap.
We did. I needed that. I really needed that now.
Instead of grocery shopping while the stores were still open.
It wouldn't have been safe to drive.
That's true. Doesn't matter. We got Captain Pizza. However,
We can go grab something in the morning.
we cannot go back to Captain Pizza because the vending machine is fresh out.
So we have to make sure that we get up in the morning and we go grab something before stuff closes. That's going to be a freeze frame spoiler alert. They did not make it.
The Last of Us Part 3. This whole thing has been the cold open to the new season.
The beginning of this day, we get to the Daytona Beach airport, which is very small. We went there on purpose instead of flying out of Orlando so that the kittens could have the easiest possible experience going through security. They have to come out of their carriers and there's strangers around. We got there and we were trying to check in all of our luggage. But this was everything left in our apartment. So we get there. I know the bags are heavy. I'll have to pay an overage charge, but I'm willing to do that because it was more about getting everything through, had as much as we could when we got here. The first bag they weigh, it's 10 pounds over the overage weight. They won't check it. So now we're in the airport. I'm stressing because every bag is over, but the first one that we weighed was beyond what they would safely check for baggage handlers, which is fair. This lovely man, truly just an absolute clearance,
We love Kenny.
helps me take my bags in from the curb while you were going and dropping off the rental car. And he helps me take them in. We're checking in. The first bag gets weighed. And the person at the counter says, you have to cut 10 pounds. We can't load this. So he helps me move all the bags back. And they had a scale there, which was incredibly helpful. And you come in from dropping off the rental car, and I'm surrounded by bags and the scale, and Kenny, who is shorter than me, and he just willing to help and had this calmness, and you can see the look on my face during the headlights. And Kenny's trying to problem solve with me, and he's asking the other airline if anybody has an abandoned bag. Couldn't find one. He comes back up to me and he says, I live near here. I'm going to go home and get you a bag. And I legitimately started crying. That was above and beyond. And he did. He went home and he brought us a bag. I mean, Kenny is a part of this journey.
Yes.
For me, for sure. He was a big part of this day. And I ended up cutting some weight, threw away a few things, and came back with that bag. Helped us load. What an absolute doll. And then from there, security with the babies. They did a really good job. We got to go into a private room with them because there was about 4 people in security because we went through a tiny airport.
Customs was a breeze.
Because when we got to Brest, this is all intentional. Boarded at Dab to give the kittens the least stressful experience. When we got to Atlanta, we didn't have to go through security again. So we didn't have to take the babies out again or go through a whole rigmarole. So we get to Paris, and that was incredible too, because it wasn't our final destination. We didn't have to go through customs. We only had to go through immigration, where they do a passport check. And we get there, and there are like 2 security lanes open, and it is dead. There are 2 people at the first one, and then a couple lanes down, there's another one open with a kid who's fully checked out, running the show. And
Didn't even see that you had a cat.
he wasn't looking at what we were doing. He was not making eye contact. He was literally just like kind of waving at people, and I was like, hi, I have 2 cats. And he was like, you're crazy. You don't know what that means. And I'm like, no, actually, I literally have 2 living animals. And he's like, oh, wow, I didn't see that. Okay, all of that happened with our faces. We didn't like, the language barrier was irrelevant for that conversation. So we get through, and that's fine because there's nobody else in that line with us. We go really slowly, and everyone's nice. It was great. And then we go to the final flight out in the middle of nowhere, like the last stop at Charles de Gaulle, where we have to go down a stairs, not a ramp, stairs.
Yeah.
Go on a shuttle bus, get driven to a different concourse that you apparently can't connect to, and walk onto a tiny plane because it's a tiny domestic flight, get to Brest, and walk right off the plane into the one carousel, single carousel terminal. And that's exactly what we wanted. And so we walked down. We've gone through immigration already, but then customs was our final destination. So we get off the plane in Brest. There's a carousel.
Found by some dude on a bike underneath.
We get all of our bags off, and
Send Lacey to go check out the customs.
yeah, and I walk through, and there's 2 signs as you exit the sliding glass doors, and one says nothing to declare, and the other sign they're touching says customs to declare, and underneath it is is a shuttered desk. No one is there. So we just went right through.
Walked out.
Which means that the hundreds and hundreds of dollars that we spent on vet appointments and USDA paperwork that was overnighted to us but got lost in the mail.
Like 48 pages of documentation that we printed out for specifically this.
Nobody looked at it.
showed no one. It didn't even leave my bag.
But had we not had it, someone would have needed it. But truly, we got through 3 airports and nobody looked at the paperwork for these babies. These kids could have come from anywhere. We could have had anything in those carriers. Hi, Harlem.
Hi, Captain Pizza himself.
Hi. Harlem loves pizza.
Don't bring your whiskers.
Because he's a New York City baby.
Yeah, this guy
Who
knows
lived on
about a
the
slice.
streets of Harlem.
This guy knows about a slice, don't you?
And he's eaten many a garbage street pizza.
Welcome to France, Lorna. Welcome to France,
And
buddy.
on your birthday!
On your birthday! Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Harlem.
Harlem! You're 3 years old. You're 3 years old, Harlem. And your twin sister Queenie there is just turning 1 again. Aren't you, Queenie?
Happy birthday, Queen.
Happy birthday, Queen Lapine. That little angel.
Mm-hmm. How's the pie?
Pizza's for the bros.
We're here.
We're here. We made it. What is it, like 1 a.m.?
Just about. Hi, Queenie. You want some pizza?
Do you want a bite of pizza? I've had such a long travel day. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm done with my pizza. Harlan just finished that for me. Queenie doesn't really like cheese. I expect that about you, queens. Well, looks like everyone has what they need. I'm tired. Are you tired?
I'm so tired. It was a long day.
Tomorrow you're gonna have to bathe me with the Instant Pot. Another cup.
Alright, let's do this thing.
Château living, baby.
Yeah, this is the Château life of
Good job.